Hello, you guys. It's me, Bets Golden. I wanted to come on today and share with you a really great make and take that I did when I was at Creativation. I did several cards, and this one is the Dina Wakley card, and we're going to do this one together. I had to modify it a little bit because I don't have everything needed to make it, but it does feature her new chipboard, which is awesome, and a fun new way to kind of paint. But another one that I made as well, and I forgot the booth, I am so mad at myself, is this one. And I wish that there was like on the back, like a stamp that told me where this came from, because they had this fringe die that is super cool. It's really neat stuff. And I don't know where I made it. So I need to figure that out. If you guys know who this was, because you were at Creativation, please leave it down in the comments below. It was so cute and so much fun, and they were so nice. So we're going to go ahead and just get started. I was trying to pull up my YouTube right now on my iPad so I can see any comments that come in, and then we'll get started. I thought I had it up, but I kept refreshing and it wasn't going right because of the way I have the camera set. It just doesn't always work very well. So I'm gonna just guess I'll just get started. I see someone just commented and I missed it. I'm so sorry. Anyway, let's see here if I can get this going. Oh, come on. It doesn't give me an option for watching live, which is weird. Let's see. Sorry, guys. I really want to see your comments if they come in. And I can't always do that if I can't. Here we are. Okay, finally, it pulls it up. Awesome. All right, so for this card, the colors that they used were, let me pull out the little pack that they gave us. And it's super easy. So I'm just going to set this off to the side for now so you can see. Oh, and what's really cool is they made it into a little clip. So if you give it to someone and they want to wear it, they totally can. So it comes off the card, so it's not just cute on the card. So in the packet, they gave us 2 tags, like a jumbo tag and a smaller tag with adhesive on it that have been folded. Then they gave us this really cool fiber. It's like fabric. I love it. I think this is from Art Resin. I think this is from the resin piece, the resin booth that they do. I think that's where that was from. And then they also gave us this new chipboard out of her line, out of the Dina Wakley line. I really like it. It's very cool chipboard. The back is, you know, the regular chipboard color, and then the front has a white on it, and the edges look like they've already kind of been burnt, so they look finished, which I really appreciate. And it's just very nice chipboard to work with. So on the original card, they used olive, and I'm going to use cheddar for mine. And then they also used peacock on the original. I'm going to use turquoise. I am going to use the Magneto that they used. And then for umber, I'm going to use the lime. All right. So this is what I created with them. And I'm going to use these colors in place of those. The stencil is also brand new, but I don't have that, but I do have this stencil that I thought would be pretty as well. So we're just going to go ahead and make up a version of that. The techniques to do it are pretty much all the same. And the first thing that we want to do is I want to open up my card flat like so. And I'm going to take some of my turquoise and I'm just going to cover both sides of it. So I'm going to put this off to the side, a little bit of turquoise. And I'm just going to paint over both sides, and I kind of smoosh it out. And I'm just using the dabber. And the really cool thing about this Dina Wakley paint is it dries beautifully and kind of fast. So I really kind of like that. And since it is an acrylic paint, you can go ahead and just paint on top of it after it's dry, and it'll still stay true to the color. You're not going to get any muddied color, anything like that. So that's super nice. And oh, I got red on my fingers because there was something on my craft mat and I tried to clean it. It is a really gorgeous color. I know. I love it. Okay, and then I'm going to do this one also. And I'm just working on a white craft mat. I do have a Ranger craft mat that I really like, but it's ugly for screen. I've had it for like 20 years, so, you know, it's not very pretty. Okay, and then you're also going to do the inside of it. So you just flip it on over and just the inside up here. I need to clean my fingers. I'm getting that red everywhere, and I don't want it everywhere. Okay. Serves me right, serves me right. And it doesn't really matter if it's a good coverage on the inside as much as it's just, because you're going to do your writing and stuff in there, so, you know, you don't need a ton of paint. A little bit more. And for this one, I don't have to do, like, this down here where the adhesive is. I can totally skip that, but I do want to get the top. I'm just doing it as she had us do it, okay? So, all right, that's pretty good, okay. So let me flip it over, and again, it picked up some red from my mat, which I'm not too happy about, but oh well. Let me heat set that just a minute so we can move on and layer our stencil on over it. And for this, I'm going to use the lime on this one. And so I'm more concerned because when I put it together, it's going to go together like this. So I need to make sure that I do a good job at getting this portion and then the inside portion. So I'm going to keep that in mind as I start to finish this up. And I'm just going to wipe off that color from my mat so I can lay out some green, some lime. There's that up there. My okay, so I kind of like my stencil to go a little bit off the page just so it looks, I don't know, it just, to me, it's just more pleasing to the eye if it kind of goes, if the image goes off the page. That might just be me thing, but that's what I like. And this is lime. Can't be afraid to get your fingers dirty when you do this. Now, if you have tags, you could totally score this yourself and put this together with a jumbo tag and then a little tag. Ooh, that's pretty. I love that. Look how pretty that is. So pretty. Okay, and then this one, same thing. Only this time I'm going to reverse it and I'm going to do it this way. I'm just going to line it up. Get that color down. Perfect. Love it. And then on this side, want to make sure I get it right there. So again, I'm just going to rub that color in with my blender. What's cool about this is there is stamping involved in ink, but not like what our paper crafters' minds are used to. We're so used to a ton of, you know, stamping and stuff, and this is pretty much paint and stencils, and I love it. All right, so I'm going to set this off the side to dry, and that's going to be gorgeous together. So those are ready. Let me clean up my workspace a little bit, and then we're going to go ahead and do the chipboard piece, which is a lot of fun. And for that, we're going to be using the Magneta and the Cheddar color. And I just don't want a lot of paint transfer, so it's important that I'm not, you know, getting too picky with cleaning my area, but I just want to make sure I get up most of the color if it's not dry yet. All right, so now we get the fun part, and that is doing this. And I love this piece. This piece is so cute. I love it. I cannot wait until it's in stores. I almost actually asked for a package of them. I love it. So I'm putting out some cheddar, and that's going to be my stem. And then I'm also going to put out some Magneta, which is going to be my flower itself. And then I can go around and ink the edges with some green. I might do that. I'm not sure yet. So I'm going to start with my stem. And I just thought the cheddar would be pretty. I don't have a lot of Dina Wakley colors, so, but this, I know these colors go together because I kind of got them in a set. And then let me do the top. And since the chipboard is white, that color really comes through nice and vibrant, and I don't have to like gesso it or anything. Look how pretty that is. It's just a beautiful color. I'm going to hit this with the heat gun for a minute. And then I do think I want to go around the edges with just a little bit of green. So I'm going to lay out some lime. And I always like to just have, if you have as many handles as you need for your paint, it just makes it so much easier. You don't have to worry about taking them off and putting them back on. So I'm just kind of going to go around the edges here like they did with the umber on this one. I'm just going to do that with the green just to, you know, give it a little bit more fun and dimension in here. And this was a make and take at the Ranger booth, and I got to see Dina Wakley actually kind of work, which was, it was so awesome, you guys. She was just working in her new art journal. She has a 6x6 out now. It's a white one with beautiful paper and stuff on it, and so I was just watching her do that. That wasn't part of this, and we just got to like talking, and I just got mesmerized with what she was doing. I actually have it on my Ranger video of her, and we were talking about cats and her, you know, bedhead. It was so much fun, and she just kept going on, and I got lost just watching her. She's so incredible to just watch. I mean, she's truly an artist, you know, and it was amazing to me how it all came together. So anyway, if you want to catch that conversation with her, and also with with her art journal, and it's called the Ranger Booth Walkthrough or something like that. It's really fun. I showed also the artists that were there, and one of the artists I'm really impressed with is their new artist. His name is Simon Hurley, and he's a teenager. So he did some beautiful stuff, and so that's all in there. But anyway, if you want to see Diane on my channel, a recent one, that's it. Okay, so let me hit this with a heat gun one more time. All right, so from here, what I need to do is I need to layer this on. But before I do that, I actually want to stamp an image. And they did something I've never done before. It's super simple. I don't know why I've never thought about it, but they took a stamp and two different inks. They did the first one in a black ink, which I'm going to do, and then they layered a blue archival ink on top of it. Both of them are archival inks. Sadly, my archival ink is seen better days, and it's not working so well for me, so I'm gonna have to use something else, but I do need to get some more archivals because I'm super impressed with them. So I'm gonna go ahead and I don't have the Hello Friends stamp, that's actually a new one. I'm going to use this one from By the Well of God called It's Just Grateful. So I'm just gonna use this little stamp set. This is an Etsy store. They're out of Spokane, Washington, I think, and they do Bible journaling. So I haven't even broken that stamp in. Now, you do notice that I did put this on a foam pad, and that is because this is an acrylic stamp and there's no cling to it. So you want to make sure that you have some cushioning when you do this, or else you're not going to get a crisp image. And so I'm just going to take off my Grateful Sentiment. I am going to try to double stamp it simply because I was so amazed that you could stamp on top of the paint. I mean, I've never really seen that. Now, I am going to use a dye ink, and this is for solvent and alcohol markers. I'm thinking that this is probably the best thing that I have right now in my stash that could at least replicate the archival ink, but by all means, if you have archival ink, do it. I think that's going to be your best option. So I'm just going to pick up some ink with my Grateful. And the cool thing is, since you're double stamping it with two different, it's okay if you don't get like a perfectly crisp image because you're going to go over it again. But darn, that looks pretty darn good. Like, wow. I still am amazed that you can stamp on top of her ink. I mean, that to me is just freaking awesome. All right, so I cleaned that a little bit. Now I did want to go and use some of my distress ink on top of that black, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the peacock feathers is what I'm going to do. And let's see, it might not show through. You want to stamp over it. You don't want to get it so perfect. I mean, if you notice right there, she's like, hey, I don't want you to get it perfect on your stamp. I don't want you to, you know, pull out your MISTI and do it. Just, you know, stamp over it, and you're not going to line it up perfectly. That's not the intention. We're trying to make this pop. All right, so let's see how this goes. And so I don't have it on there perfect. It's a little bit off. That's pretty, that's pretty. So I can definitely see the ghost image on that. Now from here, I actually kind of do want to pop on these cute little dots, like right here and right here, just because I think it needs just kind of a little bit something more. So I'm going to use that same, actually I like the black, so I'm going to go ahead and just do those little dots in black. And then we'll go ahead and I'll show you how to assemble the rest of this card once I get those down. So I'm just going to lay out this one down here and this one up here. Actually, no. I'm going to do this one kind of going off the page, and then this one down here. And then I'll stamp a third, a third one, so one of these two down on the corner. All right, and I need that more off. Actually, I think I want it off in the corner, just like so. It's sticking to my nails, because that's what happens when you're live. It sticks to your nails. Okay, so from here, I'm going to pick up this. Now, I laid it out first because I wanted to make sure that I could get it and not get into my grateful. I wanted that to, I didn't want to have anything covering up the word. Okay, so I'm just going to do it like so. And then I'm going to go ahead and I did it this way, and now I'm going to flip the stamp and do it this way down here. And some of our flour is going to cover it, and that's totally okay. So I'm just flipping it, and I'm just doing it like so. And then I'm going to do it one more time right there. All right. And I think that's going to be good. And I am using a Lawn Fawn squeegee to clean my stamps, which actually takes it off relatively well, considering that that is some heavy-duty ink. All right. First thing I need to do is I just need to make sure that these line up like that. And I'm going to take off my adhesive, which they did for me. So if you have tags that you're using, you're going to fold it according to where you want it on your card. And then you are going to run some good adhesive down it. Okay, so I just want to make sure that I line this up fairly well. That's pretty good. And now I'm going to attach my clip on the back of this back here, like so. And this is just simply so that when people take off this piece, if they choose to put some Mod Podge on that, they can, which, you know what, that's a really good idea. Let me go grab, I actually have something from Creativation that will seal that, and it will make it so you can wear it. It is a spray Mod Podge. So this is an all-in-one glue and sealer. I'm not going to do it on the card simply because I don't want to seal the card. I want to seal this. So I'm just going to shake it up, I think. So I have to shake the bottle for 15 seconds. And I'm super excited about this one, this new product, because how many times have you created something that may not be weather safe, or, you know, it's a 3D image that's out of, you know, it's a 3D image that is out of paper, you know, and you can't keep that all the time. So what this does is it seals it. So I'm going to go ahead and just hit that a little bit with the heat gun. Now, I don't know if you noticed what it just did, but I think that this is super cool. It kind of changed the texture a little bit of this. It didn't change the texture, but it changed the coloring in this. And so it actually made it look a little bit more distressed, and I really love the look of it. This is a happy accident, folks. I love that. I am going to go ahead and just hit the back of it as well. And I'm going to hit that with a heat gun just to save some time on this because I want to move on. All right, so something that I think is cool about this spray as I was heat setting this is I don't know if you guys have ever used Mod Podge in your art journal pages. I have, and it sticks. This is not tacky. So this doesn't have any tackiness to it at all. That is so awesome. I love this. So it's spray on, it's all in one, it's a glue and a sealer, multi-surface, it's for indoor outdoor use. You're not going to get a brush stroke, it's durable, and it's not tacky. To me, that not tacky right there is super important. And there have been times when I've used Mod Podge where I have got stroke, so oftentimes I'll pull out my dabber and like rub it in so I don't get a brush stroke, but then I have to throw my dabber away, you know. So this is I got the gloss. They also have a matte one, and I'm really impressed with this. I wasn't planning on using this today, but it seemed appropriate with whoever gets this can actually, you know, wear this if they want to, and it's going to be safe on your clothes and it's going to hold up. It's not like a one-time use. So this is by Plaid, if you didn't know who Mod Podge is by. Anyway, I did not mean to just do a commercial for them. This at all is not sponsored. This is just something that, you know, I have in my stash and I like, and I thought it'd be fun to try. And I did it live with you, and yeah, it's not tacky. It's not anything. Let's throw some water on it and see if it worked. So this is chipboard. Yeah, so the water, it's not coming up. So that's pretty cool. It seals it. I love it. Now you have an option for when you do things that, and it's still not tacky. It's not sticky again. So it totally works. I love this. So now you have an option for you do those 3D type things, and you need it. You want to have it hold up because of, you know, you want to preserve your art. Anyway, I'm excited about that if you can't tell. All right, so I'm going to take this this fabric that's been cut down, and I believe it was from Art Resins. They had some beautiful stuff over there, and I'm just going to loop it. And that's going to connect the card. And, you know, you would want to write your sentiment in there. And since this is that wonderful Dina Wakley paint, you can actually do that. If you have a concern, I have in my stash, Jane Davenport has paint over pins, and it works beautifully on paint. So check those out if you're looking for stuff to write on over your paint, because those work really well. Now, we're not attaching this with anything other than this ribbon. And the point is because when our recipient gets it, we want them to be able to just take it off and use it. So it's a very cool, I love this type of card. And so we're going to go ahead and just tie it on. Make a little bow. All right. And I'm going to make that a little bit prettier because it's not so pretty right now. And kind of fluff it up a little bit. But this is how you can, like, this is just what was in one of the Ranger booth with Dina Wakley. It's a little make and take. So that's the one I did in the booth, and that's the one I did at home with the stuff that I have on hand. If you enjoyed this video, I want you to tell me what color scheme do you like? Do you like this color scheme better, which is more of the brights, or do you like the Dina Wakley color scheme better? I'm not going to get my feelings hurt. I think they're both beautiful, and I would have done this one with you live if I had all those colors. I love that umber gray. It's beautiful. Tell me in the comments below which one you like better, and I will enter you into a chance to win the one that you like better. So there's going to be two winners. Yeah, and I'll announce that. I'll actually comment down below. There'll be a week. I'll give you a week. So next Wednesday, which is going to be the 13th, I will come back here and announce the winner on the comment below. So I'll reply to the winner down below that they won. And yeah, so there's two winners, one who picks this one who picks this one. I'll have my son or my daughter randomly choose it. So let me know which one you like and I will give it to you. Yeah, I just came up with that too off the top of my head. One with gray. Irene Court says the one with gray. This one, yeah, it's beautiful. All right, you guys. Oh, I don't know if you want to head out now, that's cool. In the mail, the new Hedgehog Hollow box for February, so I can show that to you real quick. I think she has some more available, but it is bees, so let me just show you what's in that really fast, because I just got it in the mail, and if you're interested in the Hedgehog Hollows, this is her kit that just came out, and then I will sign off. It's bees. Last month it was geometric and it was awesome. So, and I need help on that. Give me some recommendations on what I should do with you, some help. I love it all. I have some ideas, but I need more. Okay, so it comes with this little stamp set by Elizabeth Craft Designs, which is who's in the Hedgehog Hollows. This is made specially for them. And it's cute. It has, have you heard the buzz? Happy birthday. You're beautiful. Believe in yourself. So you have lots of different things you can do with this. Birthdays, everyday stuff, inspirational, whatever. All right. Now there is the chipboard. I love their chipboard. I wish you could smell it. It smells so good. But the one piece in here that I'm super excited about is that piece because it's still that geometric shape. And I love the geometric stuff going on. So there's lots of bee related stuff in here as well. Like there's a cute little honey pot. There is this cute little honeycomb. And then the beehive. And then a couple different sizes of the honeycombs. And then there's several different little bees. And then a little bit of a bigger bee. So there's so much in this little chipboard set that I just cannot wait to play with. So we got the Stamp the Chipboard, and then there is this really little bumblebee die cut set. I can't wait to play with this. And I'll show you. It's a really good size too. Look at that. That's a really nice big die cut, don't you think? So this comes with it, die cut stamps, chipboard, and then they sent a package of soft finish cardstock. So I have a hard time finding cardstock that I can stamp on and alcohol ink on, and I don't want to always do mixed media for that. I prefer a white cardstock, and I can't wait to try this. So one side of it is soft textured and the other is smooth. So this is going to be fun. There's either 10 or 12 sheets in this. And then she included clear double-sided adhesive, and there's 5 sheets in here. And there's also some beautiful gold glitter. And apparently the glitter is like amazing. So there's some gold glitter. And then there is some black glitter. Can't really see the sparkle in that, but it is there, trust me. So anyway, that's the Hedgehog Hollows February box. I literally just got it in the mail, and I thought I would just head over here and just show you guys if you're interested in it. Give me some ideas on how you would use the box. That would be awesome. I probably will take some of those ideas. And then don't forget to tell me which card you liked better. In the comments below to be entered to win the card of your choice, and I will announce that I will respond to the comments below, the comments that win on Wednesday. All right. I hope you guys have a great hump day. Until next time, happy crafting.